How's it going, everybody? I'm Johnny. You're watching Johnny OC. It's a great day to be L-I-V-I-N. We're at Mercedes-Benz of Long Beach. We're going to check out a 2017 AMG SLC 43 Roadster. And when I look down at this beautiful silver and black combo, I hear Chris Berman in my head saying, Raiders. Let's start off with a little bit of an exterior tour here. If we start off looking here at the front grille area, I think it looks really good. They have softened a lot of the styling for the better. One thing I love is this iridium silver metallic paint color and the gloss black accents that you will find around the vehicle. They look really, really good, especially in the sunshine. It really pops with the silver. We've got some beautiful AMG wheels here with the gloss black on the inside. As you can see here, this is a bi-turbo. It is not the Big Daddy engine. It is a 3-liter V6 bi-turbo, producing 362 horsepower. 384 pound-feet of torque. We're looking at around 4.5 seconds, 0 to 60, which for a car this small has got to feel pretty good. It has a 9-speed G-tronic transmission, which should give you some good fuel economy. Normally with the 9 speeds, you don't necessarily have the option of using paddles, but this one does have very nice aluminum paddles that I'll show you on the interior tour. One thing I really like, especially since this is a Roadster, when you decide that you've got to have the roof up, you do have a very nice panorama sunroof. I think is great. One of my other kind of favorite safety features when you have the top down is the pop-up roll bar. So there are actually sensors inside this car that can tell that a rollover is imminent. When that is sensed, in a third of a second, a roll bar will pop up to protect the occupants if the car were to roll over. Now, what a lot of people don't realize is that this was actually technology that was pioneered by Mercedes-Benz. In 1989, they came out with the first pop-up roll bar, and all of the other automakers have followed in their footsteps ever since. So, kind of cool to know that if you decided to go out and go completely nuts in this car and flipped it, that you would probably be okay. Looking at a very, very nice interior here. It is a 2-seater. So there's not an incredible amount of space, but it's not meant to have 4 people in it. One thing I really, really like, this is black Napa leather with red contrast stitching. And we discussed in the AMG GTS video that what most car makers call Alcantara, Mercedes actually makes their own that they call Dinamica. Now the interior of this car is actually mostly the Dinamica. So if we move over here to these seats, you notice the red contrast stitching, and all of this material here is a very soft Alcantara-like Mercedes Dinamica. Very nice. This also has the red seat belts, which I think from the outside looking in are just really, really cool. All right, we are now inside the AMG SLC 43. Show you a bit of the interior here. Decent glove box space. I do really like this aluminum trim. Kind of goes around. It's the aluminum trim theme on the inside here. Entire instrument panel and instrument cluster are all like the little branded SLC. gear select. Got a couple of cup holders here. And what I think is really cool is if you look here, that is the control to open up the top. Now, the steering wheel is a bit smaller than on a lot of the other Mercedes-Benz that I have driven, but still feels very good. I really like the red contrast stitching. This actually has the old school tach and speedometer, which I say old school. Most that you see now are fully digital. You know, I really like that. I like seeing the needle, and I'm not sure that this vehicle is fast enough that the needle won't be able to keep up, so I think we'll know how fast we're going. So why don't we put the top up while we're in here. So just rolled all the windows down. Oh yeah. All right. Well, I think we should maybe talk a bit about some of the safety features now. All right, we now have the top down, so we're going to take a look at a couple of cool features here. As I discussed earlier, the pop-up roll bar, those would come up here and over here. If you look here, the headrest. Mercedes actually has something called neck crow. It is a technology where there are actual sensors in the car, and when they sense that you may be hit from behind, it will actually adjust the headrest up and forward. What that does is lessens the space between your head and the headrest, which in theory will limit the severity of whiplash in the event of a crash. So I thought that was really cool, as well as the airbag system in here actually is connected with these weight sensors that are in the passenger seat. And what that does is, based on the occupant's weight, it puts that person into a specific category and will adjust the airbag accordingly. So if you have an 8-year-old sitting in the passenger seat, you probably don't want the airbag to deploy in the same way or with the same force that it would for a 200-pound man sitting there. And what this does is adjust that based on the weight of the occupant so that the airbag does not cause any further injury. So I thought that was a really cool thing. I think we ought to hop in and take it for a spin. Well, I hope you guys can hear that exhaust note. It's interesting, when you get the initial cold start, it's not nearly as nice of a tone as that, which is why I didn't record it. So one of the first impressions is in terms of the steering and just the overall feel of the car, this feels like a super-powered go-kart, which might be what they intended. And it's fun, folks. This thing is fun. All right, as we sit here at this red light, give you some overall impressions of the car after going on a nice drive. It's like a super-powered go-kart. The handling is awesome. The steering is very precise. The engine, at 362 horsepower, 384 pound-feet of torque, really gets this car moving. I'm not sure that anyone is going to be saying, wow, I wish this thing had more power. Especially with the size of the vehicle, you can really feel, you know, when you hit that accelerator. It may be a bit small in here for me. I would still drive this thing every day, no problem. The seats are incredibly comfortable. The interior is very nice. The integrated display with all your nav and all that stuff, everything is just very, very clean, simple. You basically have all of your controls on the steering wheel, as well as these nice aluminum paddles. The paddles are actually attached to the wheel, so as you steer, they move with you. You know, if you were in a 3/4 lock and needed to shift, not that you would do that, but if you needed to, you could. As opposed to the fixed paddles. The ride quality is great. I really like it. This could be one of the perfect little 2-seat pocket rocket California cruisers. Hey everybody, we are back at Mercedes-Benz of Long Beach, and unfortunately I have to hand back the SLC 43 Roadster, much to my chagrin. But it's been an awesome day. Special thanks goes to the guys here at Mercedes-Benz of Long Beach. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, subscribe, and share it. And I will see you again very soon. Peace!